Inside the labyrinth of her mind is a gateway, connecting the threads of reality to the dream world. But with dreams come nightmares. Prepare yourself for the next action-packed episode of Legend of the Brave Rose. Let her beauty enchant you while her sword slays you. Up next, only on StarPlanet Darkside.
Okay, dude, I have a favor to ask.
What's that, Trini?
Can we leave Harry Potter out of this episode, please?
Trini, I'd love to leave Harry Potter out of my life. That's why we don't speak that name here.
What is your problem with Harry Potter?
I'd really wish you'd not speak that name.
My question's this.
It's lame. It's lame, Trini. Okay, there, I've said it. It is lame. You know, I know you like it, but goddamn is it lame.
I can't believe that came out of your mouth.
Lies.
Okay, I can believe that came out of your mouth.
I'm glad you like it, Trini.
Like it. I love it. Do you know how much I wanted to go to Hogwarts?
Some people like getting punched in their balls, too.
What?
Why the hell would you want to go to Hogwarts?
The question is, why wouldn't you want to go to Hogwarts?
I would never let my kids go to Hogwarts.
What? Why?
Why the hell would I send my kids to a school that clearly doesn't do background checks on their faculty?
What are you talking about now?
Look at their goddamn faculty.
What about them?
That clearly mentally ill woman. They're the freaking werewolf. Dumbledore is a Macmillan psychopath. Actually, I'm pretty sure Dumbledore's deaf.
Deaf?
And not to mention how many kids would fall off broomsticks every year.
Quidditch does look pretty dangerous.
And why would a wizard need to wear glasses anyway? Their magic can cure snake bites and broken legs and shit. Why not astigmatism?
Oh my god, dude, shut up. I'm not going to listen to any more of your Potter
then
bashing.
Stop talking about it then.
And stop ruining it then.
It ruins itself.
Greetings, dear travelers.
Greetings, oh mighty wallhead.
Wallhead.
Arius, do you seriously hate...
Harry Potter, yes.
How did you know...
Really small list of hates, Trini. Easy process of elimination. Process being its number one.
Hey, Arius,
screw both you guys.
You got any cool cartoon conspiracy theories?
We can literally have all of them.
Okay, well, show us a cool one.
Loading.
Dude, make it a good one. I need to wash the Potter out of my mouth.
Do you want me to ruin your childhood?
Please don't...
No means yes. Let's go.
This theory comes from Tumblr user Radio Retaliation.
No, Tumblr, the source of crazy.
No, don't you dare.
Okay.
Really?
No. None of the babies in Rugrats actually existed.
What?
They were all figments of Angelica's imagination.
No.
As a result of her parents' negligence.
Please stop.
Chucky died in 1986, along with his mother in a car accident while his father was driving.
Oh, no, he didn't.
That's why Chaz is a nervous wreck all the time.
Oh, my God.
Tommy was born in 1988, but he was a stillborn.
Ooh. No.
Oh,
That's why Stu is constantly in the basement.
Please stop.
Making toys for the son who never had a chance to live.
Oof. Holy shit, dude.
You did this to
The
us.
DeVilles had an abortion in 1990. Angelica couldn't figure whether the child would have been a boy or a girl, thus creating the twins.
What universe did this come from?
As for All Grown Up...
I never watched All Grown Up. Is that where the babies are all grown up and shit?
Yeah. That's why it's called All Grown Up.
Yeah, I realized how stupid that sounded when I was saying it.
As for All Grown Up, the teenage Angelica became addicted to various narcotics.
No.
Which further aggravated her schizophrenia.
Nope.
This brought her back to her childhood and the creations she'd obsessed over.
Arius, stop it.
No. Let's see how this plays out.
How about
Because
we
of the
not...
time that had passed between the present and the last time she interacted with her delusions, she made them older. Angelica was constantly taking hits of acid so that she would never have to live without them. To her, they were the only company in a judgmental world.
Wow, this one is like in-depth, huh?
It's horrible.
Angelica's mom actually died of a heroin overdose in 1982.
Shit, it gets better.
Nope.
Charlotte, Gigi Allen and that shit.
No.
Stay punk.
I can't believe you're enjoying this.
Not Charlotte.
What?
Her real mother died just after Angelica was born. Drew, in his depression, married a gold-digging whore.
Charlotte's a gold digger.
Holy
He had
shit.
lost his mind after the death of his wife and was in denial that she was ever a prostitute.
Great, Charlotte's a prostitute now.
Angelica idolized her because she fooled herself into thinking she was her real mom.
Canon. I'm calling it. That is now canon.
But she always had a concept of her real mom, Cynthia.
Oh no, what?
The Barbie doll she was so attached to was fashioned in the woman's image.
Holy shit.
With an unwashed orange dress and jacked up hair.
Oh my god, I'm starting to think you're
It's
right.
been called. This is canon.
Your opinion doesn't count.
Later in life, she followed in her mom's footsteps with drugs, dying of an overdose at age 13.
Ooh.
When All
Okay,
Grown Up
that's a bit dark.
was canceled.
Okay, that's a bit dark.
Oh, now it's dark?
The only Rugrat not to be fictional was unborn Tommy's brother Dill.
Oh no, not Dill.
However, Angelica didn't know the difference between Dill and her creations, although Dill didn't follow her commands. After endless crying and a refusal to disappear like the others did when Angelica was angry with them, she hit him.
Oh, God.
Okay, we should check if Radio Retaliation is on some type of watch list.
We're going to be on a watch list after this.
Yeah, a must-watch list.
Due to this, he sustained a brain hemorrhage,
Oh, God.
which resulted in a deformation.
Oh, come on, man. Not
As he
Dill.
grew up, his damage only became more evident, and by the time he was 9 and all grown up, he lived as an outcast, ridiculed for his weirdness and retardation.
Oh, great. Here comes the community strike.
You did this to yourself.
The immense guilt over this is what led Angelica to her drug use, and to uncreate the Rugrats briefly, until her experience with hallucinogenics. On a trip to Paris to find love, Chaz married a woman named Kira. He was actually going to marry a different woman named Coco, but she just wanted him for his money.
Oh, I remember Coco.
Kira had a daughter named Kimmy that was torn from her because she was a cocaine addict.
Oh, my God.
Angelica imagined Kimmy from Kira's stories. Upon returning to America, Chaz and Kira got engaged, and she got her green card.
Can we just please stop?
It was actually a really happy and romantic story.
See, it's not all
Kira
bad.
continually struggled with addiction, but was relatively happy with her life in
You
Chaz.
see, it's not all bad.
Sure. Wait for it.
Susie was actually Angelica's only friend. She entertained the thought of Angelica's creations for the girls' sake.
That was nice of her.
Wait for
When
it.
Susie grew up, she became a psychologist.
Good for her.
When Angelica died of the overdose, Susie helped arrange her funeral.
Sorry for your loss.
Dude, shut
Angelica
up.
spent the last days of her life in the back of the school cafeteria, imagining friends around her and playing with the lives of her creations.
And there it is.
Jesus Christ, is that it?
Isn't that enough?
Yeah, that was a thick pit of sludge.
I bet you wish you
Oof.
still had that Potter in your mouth now, huh?
Trini, I have never wished for Potter in my mouth, nor will I ever wish for Potter in my mouth. But now, thanks to you, if the channel ever takes off, I'm sure you'll be happy to view the pictures on Rule 32.
What the hell is Rule 32?
Well, it's a website where people post.
Not a rabbit hole we're going down right now. This intro has gone on way too long already. Arias, can you load episode 3 of Legend of the Brave Rose, please?
Loading.
Use screenshots. I don't need a copyright strike.
Loading.
Is it normal for a robot to feel dirty?
If you think you feel dirty now, wait till you visit Rule 32.
What the hell is Rule 32? Oh, screw you guys.
Greetings, true champions of the cause. I am the tenebrous Arius Valo, and I once again welcome you to today's episode of StarPlanet Darkside. Today's episode is brought to you by Blinky Boy Streetwear, the perfect combination of anime, punk rock, and street art that is sure to turn heads. Visit blinkyboy.shop today and explore their latest lines and designs. On today's episode of StarPlanet Darkside, we will be returning to the world of the Legend of the Brave Rose. In the last episode, our heroine Rose, facing a nightmarish horde encroaching upon her. As the snow fell gently around her, Rose battled with fear and uncertainty, confronting memories of her past. Flashbacks revealed her childhood discovery of the dream world and her encounter with Shinzai, a guardian of the dreamlands, who revealed a deeper purpose awaiting her. In the real world, Rose was facing a nightmarish group of monsters controlled by her greatest fear, the evil witch, Zagaga. As the creatures closed in, Rose's resolve remained unyielding, her every movement a testament to her unwavering determination. With skill and grace, she dispatched each foe with precision, her blade cutting through the darkness with a deadly grace. But as the night wore on, the creatures grew more aggressive, their relentless onslaught pushing Rose to her limits. With a surge of inner strength, Rose unleashed a powerful transformation, clad in otherworldly armor and radiating with divine energy. With her newfound power, she issued a commanding ultimatum to the encroaching nightmares, her voice ringing out with authority. As the tension reached its peak, the stage was set for a climactic showdown between Rose and the forces of darkness that threatened to engulf her. Now let's return to the snow-filled landscape of the legend of the brave Rose. Episode 3. The more you love a rose, the more you must bear its thorns. Return to your realm, nightmares, or I will end you on this night, Rose declared, her words laced with a stern resolve that echoed through the night, her resolve unshaken by their menacing hisses and aggressive posturing of the nightmares in front of her. As Rose stood her ground, her voice resonating with steely determination, their hisses and clicks filling the air with an ominous symphony of malice. But as their collective resolve solidified, they surged forward with a relentless fury, their primal instincts driving them towards their prey. With a calm yet resolute expression, Rose braced herself for the impending onslaught, her grip tightening on her glowing blade as she prepared to face the encroaching horde. As the first beast lunged towards her with razor-sharp claws outstretched, she met its ferocious assault head-on. With a swift and fluid motion, Rose's blade ignited with a vibrant white light, the sheer power of her resolve manifesting in the radiant glow that surrounded her. As the beast's claws closed in, she reacted with lightning speed, her katana slicing through the air with a precision honed through years of training. As the first beast lunged at her, claws bared, Rose countered with a swift, blinding slash, her blade a blur that struck faster than the eye could see. The remaining beasts recoiled in shock, their eyes wide as they watched their comrade collapse lifelessly into the snow. A single beast gathered its composure and let out an ear-shredding hiss before charging at Rose. With a deft maneuver, her blade erupted in a vibrant white glow, illuminating the darkness. In a blur of motion, she parried the creature's attack, her blade slicing through it, spraying putrid green blood into the night air. Rose advanced toward the horde of beasts, their hisses filling the cold night. Return to your realm, nightmares, or I will end you on this night, she says again. The beasts' hisses turned into shrieking roars as they prepare to attack. Rose's walk soon erupted into a burst of speed, causing the beasts to lose sight of her. Suddenly, one of them found Rose inches from its face, its expression frozen in shock. Without hesitation, she pressed her advantage, her blade carving a devastating path through the creature's chest. At the sight of Rose cutting down the beast, some of the others began to flee. One of the beasts screamed, prompting the nightmares to turn on their deserters, clawing and devouring their flesh. The deserters' screams of agony echoed through the night as their lives were taken by their own brethren. Rose watched in disgust as chaos unfolded before her eyes. The beast that had incited the attack on its brethren turned to her, hissing menacingly. It let out a blood-curdling scream into the sky before lunging at her, its claws flailing in a berserk rage. Rose effortlessly dodged its wild attacks, then with a swift motion, sliced its head cleanly from its body. Another beast let out a hissing scream, rallying its comrades to charge. As the horde surged forward, Rose stood her ground, her blade gleaming with an eerie glow. She moved with lethal grace, her blade dancing through the air. Each strike was precise, each movement fluid. One beast lunged at her, but she sidestepped, her sword cleaving through its torso. Another tried to catch her from the side, but she spun, her blade severing its arm before plunging into its chest. With every attack, Rose remained calm and focused, her eyes never leaving her enemies. She parried a clawed swipe, retaliating with a brutal slash that felled two more creatures. As one beast attempted to leap at her from behind, she whirled around, her sword flashing as it cut the creature down mid-air. Even as another adversary fell, more of the nightmarish creatures closed in, their hisses growing louder as they surrounded her on all sides. Rose's blade flashed in the moonlight. Suddenly, a loud voice bellowed into the night. "Enough!" it commanded. A shadowy figure entered the battleground, snarling. Pathetic creatures. The nightmarish beasts cowered in fear as the figure approached. "Why Lord Zagaga insists on using you vile things is beyond me," the figure spat. With a snap of the entity's fingers, the beasts exploded into black dust, their hissing screams echoing through the night as they vanished. As Rose watched the figure slowly step into the light, a cool breeze swept through the park, stirring her senses and triggering memories buried deep within her mind. In that fleeting moment, the gentle caress of the wind transported her back to the boundless skies of the dream world, where she had soared among the clouds on the back of Shinzai. Okay, true champions of the cause, let's take a break. We'll be back after these messages. You are watching StarPlanet Darkside.
Wait, so she's going to fight not Mephis now?
Mephis?
Or Mephis's mom with her pretty purple ponytail?
Mephis?
That thing is such a 90s design. It's like Rob Liefeld designed it. Look out, Rose. Homeless Gideon just turned up. Now remember Gideon? Ah, of course you don't. No one remembers Gideon.
Oh shit, are you talking about Shaq Fu?
Yeah, the little green guy from Shaq Fu.
That is a deep cut, Trini. You mean the little homeless blanket-looking zombie guy?
Yeah, that's the one.
Wow, you dived to the Mariana Trench to pull that one out.
Mephis,
Wow.
the little blue-eyed, green-skinned undead man wearing a burlap sack. Creative genius.
Yeah, I always played Mephis. And Cowrie, the cat woman. I think I still have Shaq Fu.
Oh my god, you own Shaq Fu? Ha, lame.
Your mum's lame.
I'm a robot.
Well, Shaq you.
Oh, shut up.
Would you look at that? The new Beef Superior is here, only at Starry's. Wherever you are in the universe, there's always one place that feels like home. Starry's, eat in, eat out, but always eat the best.
In the boundless reaches of space, darkness reigns. Pirates and aliens rule unchecked, ransacking colonies and preying on the innocent. The Galactic Federation's power crumbles, leaving entire star systems at the mercy of ruthless outlaws. But amidst this chaos, one vigilante rises to defend the helpless and bring justice to the lawless. They call him Space Ghost.
Welcome back. Let's continue. With her heart pounding in her chest, Rose clung tightly to Shinzai's fur as they soared through the skies of the dream world, the wind rushing past her in a dizzying blur. Despite the exhilarating sensation of flight, fear still gripped her tightly, its tendrils winding around her with an icy grip. But as she dared to open one eye and peek down at the ground below, Rose's breath caught in her throat at the vertiginous sight. Far below, the dream world stretched out beneath them like a vast tapestry of swirling colors and shifting landscapes, the ground appearing as nothing more than a distant speck in the endless expanse of sky. A primal scream escaped Rose's lips as she struggled to comprehend the sheer height from which they soared, her fear threatening to overwhelm her in the face of such dizzying heights. Shinzai turns back at Rose. "Don't worry, Rose. You can't die here. Not yet. Your real self is still in the other world. If you fall, you'll just wake up." With each passing moment, Rose felt her trepidation melting away, replaced by a growing sense of exhilaration and freedom. She released the last remnants of her fear and surrendered herself to the whims of the wind, allowing it to carry her to heights she had never before imagined. As she soared higher and higher into the sky, Rose felt the rush of wind tousling her silky black hair, the cool breeze sending shivers of delight down her spine. Her eyes widened in awe as she beheld the breathtaking vista unfolding before her, the vast expanse of the dream world stretching out in all directions, bathed in the soft glow of light. A radiant smile spread across Rose's face as she let out a joyous scream, her laughter mingling with the wind as Shinzai carried them ever higher into the heavens. In that moment, she felt truly alive, her spirit soaring on the wings of freedom and possibility. But just as she thought the adventure couldn't get any more exhilarating, Shinzai's voice broke through the rush of wind, urging her to hold on tight. With a sense of anticipation building in her chest, Rose clung tightly to Shinzai's fur as he looped through the air, descending towards the ground below. As they plummeted earthward with dizzying speed, Rose's heart raced with excitement, her senses heightened by the thrill of the descent, her breath catching in her throat as the earth rushed up to meet them. For a heart-stopping moment, she felt the exhilarating thrill of free fall, the wind whipping past her in a frenzy of motion. But just as panic threatened to overtake her, Shinzai executed a graceful maneuver, pulling up sharply at the last possible instant. With a surge of relief, Rose let out a breathless laugh, her eyes wide with wonder as they soared forward mere feet above the ground. As they glided across the landscape, Rose marveled at the beauty of the world unfolding around them. The grassy fields stretched out in every direction, a beautiful gradient of pink and gray hues that swayed and danced in the wake of their passing. The air was alive with the sound of rustling leaves and the sweet scent of wildflowers, mingling with the exhilarating rush of wind against her skin. In that fleeting moment, Rose felt a profound connection to the world around her, as though every blade of grass and every whispering breeze was whispering secrets meant just for her. Shinzai quickly changes direction and begins heading towards a distant cliff. Standing on the cliff, Rose can make out a figure. It looked like a person, but she wasn't sure. As they get closer, Rose can see that it is an old woman, Asian in descent, wearing old-style clothing that seemed mystical yet royal in nature. As Shinzai gracefully landed upon the cliff, Rose's eyes were drawn to the enigmatic figure standing before them. The old woman exuded an aura of wisdom and mystery, her traditional attire hinting at a lineage steeped in ancient traditions and regal elegance. With a sense of trepidation tinged with curiosity, Rose dismounted from Shinzai's sleek form, her fingers trailing lightly over his fur in a silent gesture of gratitude. As she approached the old woman, a sense of reverence washed over her, her gaze fixed upon the woman's weathered yet kind face. "Who is that?" Rose whispered, her voice barely audible above the rustling of the wind. Shinzai nudged her forward gently, his warm breath brushing against her cheek. "Go find out," he murmured softly, his eyes reflecting a quiet encouragement that stirred something deep within her soul. With a steadying breath, Rose stepped forward, her heart pounding with anticipation. As she drew closer to the old woman, she could feel a palpable energy radiating from her, like a gentle breeze carrying whispers of ancient wisdom and untold secrets. With each step, Rose felt a sense of connection growing between them, a thread of destiny weaving its way through the fabric of their encounter. And as she finally stood before the old woman, her eyes meeting the woman's wise gaze, she knew that this meeting was no mere coincidence, but rather the beginning of a journey that would forever alter the course of her life. "Oh, hello, Rose." The old woman greeted her with a voice tinged with joy, a warmth emanating from her every word. Rose's confusion deepened, her brow furrowing in bewilderment. "Hello?" she echoed, her voice tinged with uncertainty. "I can't believe it's you, Rose. I was thinking that maybe I would never get to meet you," the old woman continued, her eyes shining with emotion. Rose's breath caught in her throat as she struggled to comprehend the significance of the woman's words. "I'm sorry, but who are you?" she asked, her voice trembling with anticipation. The woman's smile deepened, lines of wisdom etched into her weathered face. "My name is Hikaru, little one," she replied, her voice soft, yet filled with a quiet strength. "I am the protector of the gate. I am your great-great-grandmother." And that is where the episode comes to an end, dear travelers. With each passing moment, she proves herself to be more than just a pretty face, her courage and resilience unmatched in the face of adversity. But who is this mysterious dark entity that has entered the battle? What danger do they pose? What secrets does the mysterious Hikaru hold? What arcane power does she possess? What harrowing trials has she endured within the ethereal confines of the dream world? As the fate of reality hangs in the balance, the burning question remains. Will our beautiful Rose weather the storm and witness the light of dawn, or will the very fabric of existence be rent asunder by forces unseen? These questions and more will be answered next time, when the legend of the brave Rose continues, only on StarPlanet Darkside. Until our paths meet again, true champions of the cause, please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to visit blinkyboy.shop today for their latest lines and designs. And while you are at it, also, drop by, enter StarPlanet.com for more. I thank you for spending this time with us. I have been your host, Arius Valo. See you in the shadows, my love.
So that was episode 3, Trini.
Dude, I can't wait to watch her kick Mephis' mum's ass.
Well, it doesn't stay Mephis' mum for very long.
Interesting. Okay, I'm still interested.
Okay, well, we'll keep going with the next episode.
Okay, cool.
Well, I might as well finish the show, even though it doesn't really matter. Nobody watches this far anyway.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Hey, if you've watched this far, comment "poop my pants" in the comment section. I know you're a real one then.
Dude, don't make them do that.
Yeah, totally do that.
Will you just finish the show already?
Yeah. Until next time, stay punk. And if you're not punk, become punk and then stay that way. So next time I see you, I know you've stayed awesome. Good night, true champions of the cause.
Bye, everyone.
energy.